Now, there has been a resounding question over what is now normal under an era of new normal occasioned by COVID-19, as concerns over rising complacency to public health issues. And this becomes increasingly worrisome following lingering COVID-19 infections in Nigeria and the rather low national vaccination rate. Uche Ogochukwu in BAUCHI State examines the role of the primary healthcare system in Nigeria's current drive to boost COVID-19 vaccinations.
These days, it is not very common to see a 68-year-old such as Narisa Dore, full of life and comfortably running a business. At that age, senior citizens are susceptible to age-related ailments. This era of COVID-19 makes it worse for older persons when it comes to balancing work and managing their health while staying safe. Narisa has for decades been battling with hypertension and diabetes. These ailments are among some of the predisposing factors to COVID-19 complications. Strong and bubbling she may look here, but in her new normal, she is cautious of where she goes and what she does. This is because if she contracts COVID, the end result may be near death or even death.
I do exercise every day. Wherever I'm going with my hand sanitizer and my face mask. I always go around with my hand sanitizer, even in the church.
A good number of people in Bauchi State seem oblivious of the existence of COVID-19 as they carry on with life. Though Nigeria's response to COVID-19 has been generally lauded, consolidating on the success requires, first and foremost, a public safety and precautionary culture to safeguard against infection and then prioritize vaccination.
Different misconception, that's why they then used to come. But before, with the sensitization that we used to go, really people that they have started accepting it now than before.
We actively reactivate in an active mode our risk communication to get very close to the community. Or the Bauchi State in generally are fairly well through the state primary healthcare in terms of immunizations, and we're actually progressing and we have achieved a lot. That gives us an avenue to have an MOU with the Bill and Melinda Gates and other supporting partners in terms of immunization.
We normally receive vaccine in this facility after every 2 weeks. Vaccine is being transported from the cold store, state cold store, to this facility because we have cold chain materials, solar refrigerator that we use in storing vaccines here.
Bauchi State has 415 facilities attending to COVID cases. So far, 12% of the target population have taken their first dose, up from 3% in 2021. A lot is riding on meeting set targets, meaning that all hands are on the deck.
We decided to go by leadership by example, because you cannot tell somebody, go and take corona vaccine, and if he asks you, where is your own card, what will you tell him? So that became a challenge that led members of the committee to work on themselves first, and then going into sensitizing people.
We had this year one first health sector operation plan. Anybody coming as a partner to Bauchi State will be in that plan. How much, what work are you going to carry out? So there's no quarrel, no duplication of activity in any way in Bauchi State. If you are doing it, somebody else will do another thing.
The next line of action would involve logistics of vaccinators and coverage of hard-to-reach areas. The plan is to remove those hurdles that constitute challenges to the success of improving and sustaining COVID-19 vaccination in Nigeria. I am Uche Ogochukwu, NTA News.